Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to pop on and talk about some diet changes here that just don't work. I need to use more dry shampoo in my hair, so if you guys have a good one, send it to me. Sometimes I make my own, but sometimes I think I should buy it. Not what this video is about. It's about really shifting and changing your diet, right? When your nutrients, what you're eating, how you're taking care of your body. Now more than ever, that is so important. So important. This is something I hear from women all the time when they're like, oh my gosh, yes, I feel like I have done this and that, and I've been doing these things, and it used to work, and it doesn't anymore. I'm following this protocol that so-and-so does, and it works for them, but it's not working for me. I don't know what to do now because either I'm starving myself, or I don't have energy, or what I'm supposed to eat is giving me really bad gas and indigestion, and I don't know, something's wrong. What do I do, right? So here's some things to look at when you're looking at these dietary changes. Now, these are things we go through in the 12-week challenge. I'm also going to put the link right here in the comments if you are not on the wait list. If nothing else, why does it say share with friends? I don't understand what that means. Sometimes Facebook changes things and I don't know what it means. Okay. Link in the comments to get on the wait list. If nothing else, get on the wait list. Start learning more about how to work with your body, your hormones, your system to continue to make progress, right? Your health is cumulative. Everything that you do to help your body function better is going to help you feel better and therefore get you the best results and have you keep them. It's as simple as that, right? No fancy tricks, no shortcuts. None of that works long-term for the female body. Usually backfires for us. Yes. So learn more about that, the 12-week challenge on the wait list there. So diet changes, right? So this is also why the protocol that I run for women is 12 weeks. That's how long a female hormone cycle is in the body, right? 12 weeks. That's like 3 months. Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to make a hormonal impact, that amount of time is what you have to do. So often we're doing something for a week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and I'll get to that down here when I talk about that timing-wise. Not enough. It's not enough, and we're not working with our systems and how they work and function. So diet changes that just don't work. You're changing things too fast. Oh, I did this, 7-day thing or blah, 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 right? Sure, and I have short little things. You'll see like I'm going to be doing a 5-day challenge coming up soon, which is really fun. And I have other short, like either 14-day or 30-day things as a sample to get started. And by no means is that where the end of the line should be, right? That is a getting started sample. The real change happens with something that is a longer duration for your body. And there's some women that I chat with when I go over their Dutch test results, things like that. I say, you know what? Based on what your adrenals are doing, I would look at 3 to 6 months for this to really turn around in your system, just because it's going to take that long. That's how worn out your system is. It is what it is, right? But knowing that gives you a whole new place to start from versus feeling like, gosh, I've been doing this for a few weeks or even a couple of months. Gosh, it's not working. Your body might need more than 2 months. Yeah, based on everything it's been through, right? Yes. So changing things week to week or month to month is really just messes up your system. It doesn't know what to expect. And you're not allowing anything positive to really kind of sink in and have that positive effect. Right? So don't change things too fast. I hear this from women all the time. Well, I did this and I did this for, 30 days and then this month I did this and then this month I did this. Okay. Your body's all over the place with stuff like that, right? Yeah. Cutting nutrients and calories. Please just don't cut nutrients and calories. No, you're depleting your system, adding more stress, and adding more stress to the female body does what? Oh yes, it adds more fat. That's our system's response to stress. Boom. Adding more fat. It's super good at it. Yes. Artificial swaps. This one bothers me so much. There are so many products out there and things and stuff where they're like, oh, this is so healthy. Look at this is like a packaged food, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, eat the real food. That's what's going to be helpful. Having artificial swaps for stuff, I understand if you want, oh yeah, instead of eating ice cream, I'm going to eat something that's healthier, sure, or lower in sugar, okay, fine. But it shouldn't be full of garbage, It shouldn't be full of garbage. If it's full of garbage, you're not helping yourself out anymore. Kim, love your shirt. Oh, thanks, Kim. I know, it's kind of old, I think. I don't know. It's very soft, right? I get attached to shirts, not so much for what's on them most of the time, but for the texture of them. I'm a texture person. Fun side note about me, if you were ever in a place with me, right, a new place, whenever I go to new places, I'm a tactile person. I'm a chiropractor, right? Duh, of course I'm tactile. I'm very tactile. I touch things. Like if we're in a restaurant and there's like wallpaper that's like fancy, I want to touch it. I just want to touch it just to see. I'm very tactile. touch, right? Also, super fun joke. This is like one of my favorite jokes. Please use it this weekend sometime. Please. Being like, oh, what is this? Is this felt? It is now. Oh my God. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's the dumbest thing ever. I'm so sorry. Time out from the information so I can tell you my favorite dumb joke that I use as much as I can on people, right? Like, ooh, what is that? What is that material? You know, just because I'm tactile and people kind of know that I touch things, or I want to, like, if it's a shiny shirt or something or looks soft, I want to touch it. What is this? Is this felt? It is now. Oh. Okay. Oh. Such a dork. Okay. Anyway, back to artificial swaps. So if you're swapping something out, you know, I'd rather have you eat full fat, full sugar stuff than eat stuff that is chock full of artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, all that garbage, because that's going to mess up your gut bacteria and gunk up your system even more. Yes. All right, static food plan. Oh, I'm eating super clean. I'm eating blah, 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 blah. I'm doing all these things. Okay, fine. But eating the same thing every day, right? Oh, so many meal plans are out there. They're eating, you know, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. It's the same meal prep. It's chicken and broccoli and rice, chicken and broccoli and rice, chicken and broccoli and rice, chicken and broccoli and rice. Same macros, same nutrients. Oh my, stop doing that. Stop. If you are a physiological female, please stop doing that, because that is not doing any good for your system. Our systems do not work like that. They do not run like that. This is how the system works, right? Days 1, days 14, day 28 of the cycle. Day 1 is the first day of your period. That is how this works. And then, right, estrogen here, again, this is a quick, wow. Yep, really quick drawing here. Estrogen is higher in the first couple of weeks. Progesterone is higher in the second couple of weeks here, right? You're not the same all month long. You have 4 different bodies throughout the month. So you should be shifting and changing your macros to account for what your system needs throughout the month. That is going to change things so much for how you feel, how you perform, right? How your body can burn fat, right? And sleep and rest, everything. Ooh, good question. What about women without periods? Excellent question. So, resources I have for women. This is, I talk about hormones in the cycle, everything. My book, The Female, The Fat Solution, is on Amazon. Talks more about nutrition that matches your hormones in the cycle, and that's what we do in the 12-week challenge, which, again, you can click the link. I also have a book called The Female Menopause Solution, because your body is completely different then, right? You live in a new body that is meant for menopause. And even though you don't have an active cycle, you still have estrogens and progesterones in your system. They're just on a smaller scale. But it also is very helpful to shift and change the tactics that you have throughout the month, because that's also still a metabolism tactic. And these are, besides your ovaries, fat cells, neural tissue, adrenal tissue also produces these hormones. So they're just on a smaller scale, but still following along and shifting and changing what your system needs is very, very helpful. Now I talk about warming and cooling foods, for hormones, but also realize women in menopause need something different completely too. You need actually more protein to do the same job protein used to do before you went into menopause. Stressors are going to impact your system very differently, and you're going to have a quicker negative reaction to stressors, meaning your body's going to fat storage like that even faster with menopause. Fun, right? I feel like I'm just giving you terrible news. But knowing that allows you to shift and change what you're doing to match up with what your body needs. It's not just about, I'm going to do this shortcut or whatever, right? Your body physiologically changes when your hormones shift and change, and different phases of your life. I mean, I even have a whole section of this book that's called The 7 Bodies of Eve. 7 bodies that you go through in your lifetime, and different nutritional tactics that you will need, all of these things, right? So keep that in mind, that if you are eating the same as you were last week, last month, last year, and you had hormonal changes and everything, you are missing out. You're missing out on the huge advantage that your system can have by working with it differently. Sue, does the 12-week challenge include a Dutch test? Great question, Sue. So a lot of gals do choose to upgrade and add a Dutch test on, and that actually gives you a discount on the 12-week. Yes. I love going through Dutch tests, which I'll be talking more about in a little bit here. But yeah, just some really important things I wanted to touch on today, because so often I've seen this. I see women struggling, trying hard, right? It's not that you're not trying. It's not that you're like, I'm just going to eat cake all day and lay here. Well, no. You're researching things, looking up things, trying new tactics, right? But it's not coming together and integrated for your system and what it needs. That's the missing link, right? So once you get that, game changer. And it's so much easier, and you feel better during the process. So, all right, that's what I got for you guys today. Please let me know if you guys have any more questions. Other resources I have for you, of course, on my YouTube channel, which is called Dr. Beth Westy, and my podcast is called The Female Health Solution. So much fun stuff happening, and stay tuned. I've got some big surprises coming. Big surprises coming. So stay tuned for big surprises, because I don't want to say it yet. But I will. You'll find out. Yes, I'm 27. I don't get my period, but I had a baby 2 years ago. Would I just check my ovulation? Do I need to talk to my OB? Ooh. Yes. Okay. Good question. Oh, 27. So you don't have a period and you're 27. So you're not menopausal. Yes. Right? Yeah. So after having a baby, I feel like I should do a whole postpartum video, because this is where a lot of gals get nutrient depleted, and your system just doesn't bounce back. So places to start really is, you can do an ovulation test, but a lot of times they're just checking LH and FSH, and they're not actually checking your progesterone levels. So even if you are ovulating, right, and your estrogen levels aren't high enough and progesterone levels aren't high enough, you're not able to build up a uterine lining, and it would need to shed, right? It's a very, I don't want to say complex, but intricate system, right? Intricate system. And just because you're not getting your period doesn't mean you're not ovulating. And even if you are getting your period doesn't mean you are ovulating. What? I know, right? But some of that would depend on how's your muscle tissue doing, what's your testosterone level like, all those things. Really, for some of that stuff, especially for fertility stuff, I recommend Dutch cycle mapping, where you map throughout the month. Otherwise, doing a Dutch test, oh my gosh, tells us so much information about where your hormone levels are actually at. What is missing, right? What is missing, where is it missing, and where do we need to fill the gaps? Otherwise, you're left wondering, right? You're left, okay, I could do an ovulation predictor, but is it actually working? Am I actually ovulating or not? Because, it's just testing a very small piece of it, whereas Dutch gives us the whole picture. So hopefully that answers your question better. But if you have more questions, don't be afraid to reach out to me. Yes, and having PCOS. Oh, of course. Well, there you go. See, that's it. I could do a whole one on I could talk for 2 days on PCOS. That's what got me into this work, is because I had cysts after my third. Horrific cysts. Talking about postpartum stuff in general, and then if you have hormonal issues to begin with, your postpartum can be a doozy. Yes. Okay, I'll do more on that in the next day or two. So stay tuned for that. That'll be really fun. All right. Let me know if you guys have more questions, though. This is great. Again, if you have questions on something or you want me to do a video on it, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm more than happy to do that. That's why I do these. So the more information you have, the more you can better equip yourself to make the right decisions for you, your health, and where to go from here when you're lost. So let me know if you need anything else. Otherwise, I will see you guys later.